Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? For those of you who do not know me, my name is Casey Reese, and I am an educator here at Wonders of Wildlife in Springfield, Missouri. So for those of you who have seen our live before, we are mixing it up just a little bit from the past few weeks. So we are doing a short series of presenters today. So if you are wanting to join our mission, go to www.wondersofwildlife.org/mission-conservation, and that way you can see our Celebrating Public Lands mission. So for today, I'm going to pass this over to my friends in Occoquan Bay Wildlife Refuge, Chloe and Karina. How are you guys doing today?
Hey, we are doing great. Welcome everybody to Occoquan Bay National Wildlife Refuge. My name's Karina Velasquez. I am the Visitor Services Specialist here at the refuge.
And I'm Chloe Trailer. I'm the SAA intern here.
So if you're tuning in with us live, happy Urban National Wildlife Refuge Day. Many of our refuges are actually located within an hour's drive of any metropolitan city. So you can come out and visit us. We're standing right now 20 miles south of Washington, D.C. And if you're familiar with the Northern Virginia area, we are actually located in Woodbridge, Virginia, just off of 95 and Route 1 by the Woodbridge VRE station. And if you're planning on visiting us, you should know that it's free to enter Occoquan Bay. There's no fee. Just remember to leave your furry friends at home. Pets are actually not allowed at the refuge. And that's because wildlife refuges are actually places where wildlife conservation comes first. So to keep this area protected for migratory birds and endangered species, we need to keep it safe and healthy. And by protecting that land, we actually protect it for many other species of animals, like the ones that you're seeing on your screen: deer, great blue heron, foxes, frogs, and all sorts of other animals. But to reduce the human impact, we like to keep it basically just to humans only. And before we were established as a refuge in 1998, we were actually an Army base. So this whole refuge looked completely different. As you can see, it was mowed completely flat. There were hardly any trees. There were big telephone poles and antennas. And nowadays, it looks completely different. The trees have actually grown back. The buildings are gone, and it's basically gone back to its natural state. However, there is one major element that's still here from the Army days. Chloe, what do you think that element might be?
Hey everyone, well, I'm gonna hazard a guess that it's our trails. So our trails used to be the old Army base roads, and they are nice, wide, flat trails. We got 4 miles of these, and they're real nice and evened off. So if you're not a huge hiker, that's okay. They're super easy to walk on. And while we're on the subject of trails, I do want to mention that we have an Agents of Discovery mission, and our mission takes you around one of our most popular trail loops. And so that's a great way to get comfortable with our trails while learning some really neat things about the refuge at the same time. Now, walking isn't the only thing you can do here. Our visitors also love biking along the Potomac Heritage National Scenic Trail that runs right by the refuge, as well as on the refuge on Wildlife Drive, which is a 2-mile one-way loop that you can also drive your car on. Now, personally, my favorite thing to do here is I love to bird watch, and I love to take photos just with my cell phone camera of the awesome scenery, as you can see, and of the wildlife that we have here. Karina, do you have a favorite thing to do here?
So my favorite thing to do is actually, there's a few benches along the waterway here, and I love to sit down and just listen to the water hit the shoreline. That's it.
Yeah, so as you can see, there's so many different things that you can do to enjoy our refuge, and we really encourage you to come on out and find what you love to do here and make our refuge your refuge. And some of our visitors actually love it so much they decide to become a volunteer. And Karina's going to talk a little bit more about volunteering with us.
Hey guys, so we have actually a wide variety of things that volunteers do here for us. They do everything from collecting biological data, maintaining our roads and trails, and helping out with our events and interpretive elements. So today I actually have Bill Willis, our volunteer here today, and he's going to talk to us a bit about his experience. So Bill, what do you do as a volunteer?
My wife and I both volunteer, and our primary purpose is maintenance because it takes a load off the staff having to come out here to do that. But we pick up the trash, we make sure the trails are safe, we maintain the restrooms, and most important, we empty all the trash cans, which is important because occasionally we have to free a possum or raccoon, jumped in for midnight snack and couldn't get out. We love encounter with the visitors. We try to point out that we always question how come our rules are so strict. And one reason is it's a refuge, not a national park. And some of our rules tend to reinforce that, like Karina mentioned, no fur pets, no bicycling on the trails, no grilling, etc. But we explained that this is the only habitat in our area that animals can escape the construction that's ongoing. I do a lot of mowing for the refuge. I do all the trails, and I do all of the areas where the public has access to.
Wow, Bill. So it sounds like you do a lot here at the refuge. How did you first get involved?
About 5 or 6 years ago, there was a group called Friends of the Refuge. We like being outside. It's something to do with my wife, and so we joined the group. Then we met the Ranger Rosalind, who in fact was the same position Karina holds now. Got us involved, got us trained, got us the background investigations required, all of that. And the beauty was, as a volunteer, we get to do only what we want to do and only when we want to do it. So that sort of makes it no obligation hanging over your head to fulfill certain requirements. But the maintenance to do it, and we willingly go out there without being asked to take care of business.
So what do you like most about volunteering at OB?
OB is unique. You look at this is a small refuge, but we have habitats provide for the field for nesting birds and rodents. We have woods provide an opportunity for our fox, our coyotes, our deer, raccoons, and possums. We have the wetlands, which opens up an opportunity for amphibians, for our reptiles, and we have a shoreline. All four of those specific, very different habitats all exist at Occoquan. Unlike the other two refuges, this is where to come.
And why do you think it's important for others to get involved with their public lands?
In Northern Virginia, it's an ongoing construction. Right now we have construction ongoing. And when the visitors come in, we point out to them, they always complain about the construction. So that's why this refuge is so important. This is the place these critters can find their way to and find a place to say that is safe. And that's one big reason. Hopefully they come visit, they have a good time, they go back, share their experience with their neighbors, and our visitor rate goes up, and we're very happy about that.
Well, you and all of our other volunteers make a huge difference at the refuge. Thank you guys for all the things that you do.
Always fun.
I'm going to turn it over to Chloe to finish us off here.
Hey everyone. Unfortunately, we don't have any volunteer opportunities available right now, but we will again eventually once it's safe to do so. You can always benefit your local wildlife refuges and natural areas by simply remaining environmentally conscious and recreating responsibly wherever you might be. Here at Occoquan Bay, we're downstream from many different waterways, both in Virginia and Maryland. And so anything you do upstream can really have an impact on your downstream neighbors here. So with that, we're gonna wrap it up here at Occoquan Bay National Wildlife Refuge. If you want to hear about another awesome wildlife refuge, there's going to be another Agents of Discovery live event with Laura all the way over in California at Sacramento National Wildlife Refuge. And that's going to be at 11 a.m. Pacific time and 2 p.m. Eastern time. So tune back in, and thank you all for watching.
Thanks.
Great. Thank you guys so much for stopping in and showing us everything, Chloe and Karina. Occoquan Bay is so beautiful. So like Chloe said, join us again for our next Facebook Live. That is at 1 p.m. Central Time, and you will be with Ryan Hawkins, and you will actually get to talk to somebody at Sacramento Bay. We will see you then. Thank you.
All right. Welcome, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are hosting our Mission Conservation Live Part 2 of 3 today. I'm coming to you again from Wonders of Wildlife here in Springfield, Missouri. And we are going to join Sacramento National Wildlife Refuge here in just a minute. But before we pass it on to them, I want to talk for just a second about our mission conservation that we have going on here at Wonders of Wildlife. So if you visit our website at wondersofwildlife.org/mission-conservation, you can find our monthly mission, which is public lands, where we are partnering with Agents of Discovery. And what we have are monthly games that you can play from your mobile device at home. This is an engaging way to share conservation education. And so if you check out that website, we will have a new mission each month. All right, so we are going to go ahead and jump into part 2 of 3 today. We are going to head out to Sacramento National Wildlife Refuge, and we are going to join Laura. Laura, how are you doing today?
Good. Hi, everyone. My name is Ranger Laura, and I work at the Sacramento National Wildlife Refuge. And we're part of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. And across the service, we have national wildlife refuges, and we have over 564 refuges across the nation. Today, we're celebrating Urban National Wildlife Refuge Day because we have so many refuges close to urban areas. So many cities are close by. Well, here at the Sacramento Refuge, I am not in the city of Sacramento. I am actually an hour and a half north of the city of Sacramento, but we are so close to so many millions of people from the Bay Area in the city area. So here at the refuge, our goal, our mission is to help provide habitat for migrating waterfowl. And so here in the winter, we get thousands and thousands and thousands of geese and ducks that come to spend the winter here, just like these snow geese. And they're not here yet, but they should be here in about another month. Another species we have tons of ducks that are coming here as well, just like the northern shoveler that they're going to be showing here. So where are these birds coming from? The geese are coming from thousands of miles away, such as Canada, Alaska, even as far as Russia, to spend the winter here. And those ducks are coming from the prairie potholes, which is north central United States and south central Canada. And they are migrating hundreds or thousands of miles to spend the winter here at the Sacramento Refuge. So why spend the winter here? Well, today it's the end of October and it's going to be 104 today here. So in the winter, it's pretty nice here. We have lots of food for these birds to come and spend the winter here. So visiting the refuge, what can you do here? Well, our birds are starting to show up, and this is when the people like to come as well. So you're going to see on the screen there, we're right off of I-5, Interstate 5, and we have this beautiful drive called the Auto Tour, and you use your own vehicle and you can drive this 6-mile auto tour. You do stay in your own vehicle, but you can stop along the way to look at all the waterfowl that's along the way. You do have to stay in your vehicle, but that keeps the birds close. So it's a great way to view the birds using binoculars or take great photos of these birds. We also have a trail near the visitor center, a 2-mile wetland walk trail. That's a great place to go as well. So there's a lot of things to do here on the refuge besides viewing birds and taking a walk and taking photography. We also have a hunting area as well, and we get thousands of hunters every year, separate area from the auto tour and the trail, where people can go hunting for the waterfowl as well. So we have lots of great things to do here. So when is the best time to visit? Well, starting now through the end of February and March is when all these birds are going to be here. So it's a great time to visit. And during the middle of the day is the best time to see these birds. So if you want to come for a lot of these birds, like the huge concentration of snow and Ross's geese that you're seeing on the screen, the best time to come for that kind of image is November, December. On nice sunny days, when the wind isn't too strong, just drive the auto tour, and this image is straight from the auto tour I took a couple of years ago. So that's what you're going to see. So middle of the day, nice winter day, and that's what you're going to see. It's fantastic. So from now through the end of March is a great time to visit to get more and more birds. And a lot of people like to come even in the evening, right at sunset in November, December, because all of our birds leave at night. They're all going to fly off just after sunset to go feed in the surrounding farm fields for the night, and then they'll come back in the morning. So it's a pretty spectacular sight to see. But another thing you can do here is, of course, bring your phone and play the Agents of Discovery game, which is a free download. And I have lots of spots right here around the visitor center and on the wetland walk trail for people to play those activities. So that's what we have here at the Sacramento Refuge. Thank you for joining us and celebrate Urban National Wildlife Refuge Day, and get out and enjoy your refuges. Back to you, Ryan.
Thank you so much, Laura, for partnering with us today. It looks great out there, minus the heat, but the sunshine is always good. And so I'm sure you're looking forward to those cooler temperatures soon.
Yes.
Well, we just want to thank all of the viewers for watching today, and for joining us and Laura as she talks about an Urban National Wildlife Refuge, and of course, celebrating Urban National Wildlife Refuge Day today. Don't forget to join us for part 3, which is just an hour from now, where we will go and all the way out to San Francisco Bay. So we're doing 2 in California today, and we'll join Miguel at Don Edwards National Wildlife Refuge at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So thank you guys again for watching. Be sure to check out the website for the mission conservation missions, and we'll see you this afternoon. Bye-bye. All right, welcome everybody. My name is Ryan, and I am coming to you for our 3rd and final stream today for our mission conservation here at Wonders of Wildlife in Springfield, Missouri. Before we get to our 3rd and final partner today, as we celebrate Urban National Wildlife Refuges, we are going to talk a little bit about our website for the mission conservation. So if you visit www.wondersofwildlife.mission-conservation, there you will find what our mission conservation is all about. And so we are partnering with Agents of Discovery and their digital app, where you can download the Agents of Discovery app and play a digital conservation themed game. And so if you follow that website address, you'll find our mission for this month has been public lands. And so you can download the mission and the images necessary there to play the game. Each month we'll have a new mission. So be sure to check back there in just a few days for our October mission, which we'll talk about a little bit later today. Today is Urban National Wildlife Refuge Day. And so, like I said earlier, we have featured 2 other conservation partners earlier today. And our 3rd one is the Don Edwards San Francisco National Wildlife Refuge. And we are going to go out and join Miguel Marquez. Miguel, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Ryan. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for having me. Like Ryan said, today is Urban National Wildlife Refuge Day. And my name is Ranger Miguel Marquez, and I am the Refuge Ranger at Don Edwards San Francisco Bay National Wildlife Refuge, located here in Fremont, California, ancestral lands of the Ohlone people. Now, many of you are probably wondering, like, a national wildlife refuge in the San Francisco Bay? Like, where is that? Very good question. And I want to ask everyone, or, think about if you've ever flown into the Oakland airport or driven over the Dumbarton Bridge and looked over and saw those brown, green, yellow, red colored ponds and all of those levees and walkways. Well, those are historic salt ponds made by Cargill, which is a salt manufacturing company that is still in operation today. Now, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is working with Cargill and many other partners to preserve and restore habitat for wildlife, bays and salt marsh habitat for endangered species. And our mission is to work with our partners to conserve, protect, and enhance fish, wildlife, plants, and their habitats for the benefit of all. So speaking of national wildlife refuges, there are national wildlife refuges all across the United States. And there are many wildlife refuges near you. Most of the urban areas across the nation, San Francisco, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. There are national wildlife refuge in and around those urban areas. And we really, really encourage you to explore your backyard and explore your public lands to recreate, to relax, to recharge, and to heal. And with that being said, you can check out the website, that virtual map, click on your home, click on those refuges and explore. And 80% of Americans who live in or near cities have urban wildlife refuges that provide access to nature, outdoor recreation. Outdoor recreation boosts your mental and physical health and well-being. I'm so happy I found my refuge here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I encourage you all to do the same. So you may wonder, what can you do at Don Edwards San Francisco Bay National Wildlife Refuge? Well, you can explore our trails, you can view wildlife, you can become a junior ranger, pick up art, join education programs at Outviso. We have virtual summer camps, we have virtual tours throughout the refuge. We have self-guided tours that take you through our trail systems and our boardwalks right in your own backyard. With San Francisco being a very, very, very large urban area in the heart of Silicon Valley and the urban and the tech boom, we have these beautiful places for you to go. Mountain biking on our biking trails. We have wildlife viewings. You could come to the Don Edwards San Francisco Bay Dumbarton Bridge fishing pier and enjoy recreational fishing, catch and release. Join a ranger on a ranger guided tour. And of course, like I said, just relax and recharge. I will let you know that right now our trails are open. All of our in-person public programs are canceled due to the pandemic. A lot of our programs are virtually now. So the entrance gate to the refuge on Marshlands Road is closed. So you have to park outside in the parking lot and walk into the refuge. Like I said, trails are open, but facilities, they are closed. So many recreational opportunities for you to enjoy in your own backyard. You can actually tune into nature to turn off your busy life. With that, we also have ways to explore using the app, Agents of Discovery. You can explore our refuge from your mobile device. Like Ryan talked about earlier, Agents of Discovery is a really cool app that we are happy to participate in right now. There's the Bay Area Explorer campaign. You can explore East Bay Regional Parks, national parks, state parks, and the refuge. If you can't come to the refuge, then guess what? If you're on the East Coast, if you're in Sacramento, or maybe in Virginia, you can explore our refuge by going to our website that's listed on the screen. You can click on these image triggers. And what's really cool about our refuge is you can explore our refuge by opening up the app and clicking. Once you click on those image triggers, these really cool images show up. And once you scan those images, you can access our missions. Once you are into the missions, you can complete all of the activities and earn a really cool badge. Right over my shoulder, you see Agent Egret. So he'll be greeting you there as soon as you open up the app and help guide you through the games. So explore your refuge, explore the refuge near you or afar, virtually or in person. But remember, we want everyone to be safe, recreate responsibly, know before you go, and continue to keep your distance, your physical distance, and wear face coverings. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you on the trail. We hope that you are enjoying your day and enjoying your refuge near you, because a healthy habitat is a healthy community, and healthy communities make healthy bays. So thank you so much and enjoy. Back to Ryan.
All right. Thank you, Miguel, for joining us today. That was great. And urban wildlife refuges are playing such a huge role right now in allowing people to take a break from their homes, come out and still be able to social distance. And so thank you again, and all of our partners we met with earlier today. And we just want to wrap things up here and tell you a little bit about next week's Facebook live stream as we transition into a new month. For October, we will be featuring a new mission, and that is bat awareness. And so be sure to join us next week as we celebrate bat awareness the entire month of October. We'll have a new mission. We'll have new digital badge and activity guide to go along with that. So be sure to check that website again, www.wondersofwildlife.com/mission-conservation. All right. We are all done for today. So we will see you next week with a new mission and a new month. See you next time.